think about you. All I do is come to serve. This song is for those who believe we are the black, go out there hanging some trees. Them curses woke me up, show me I'm a son of God. Now I'm trying to make it out of here, this life is hard.
My skin is black upon me, I'm so comely, ain't I? When you see yourself, you looking at the true creator. He told Philip, if you have seen me, then you've seen the Father. Christ is black, so there's no need for me to bother explaining the evidence because it's in the Bible. Your image is in the scriptures, but they have disguised you as pimps, murderers, thugs, and baby mamas. Praise ye the Lord when it comes to beauty, he is the author. The texture of my woolly hair is very unique, but they say it ain't worth the dime, which is crazy to me. The enemy will tan their skin to cause an illusion. We bleach our skin to look like them, you see the confusion. And to my sisters, oh how I love your royal style, and you so beautiful when you go all natural. The only explanation I can give about my nation, they hate us cause they ain't us. It's kinda funny, ain't it? Pure gold, brother, you pure gold. Just let the royalty deep inside of you unfold, cause you are pure gold. Sister, you pure gold. See, there's a beauty deep down inside of you unknown, cause you are pure gold. Brother, you pure gold. Sister, you pure gold. Israel, we all gold. Yes, we are all gold. Pure, beautiful gold. Just let the royalty deep inside of you unfold, huh?
Very shaped and refined as the gold of Ophir. God's righteous servants are here, bright lights blind like chandeliers. Ain't it ever so clear that we made in this likeness? Propaganda of Esau, it deceiveth the righteous, to the point if it were possible he posed a real threat, even so much that he deceiveth the very elect. This fight is fixed, so with God's where I'm placing my bet. An age where people hear the truth and they tend to neglect. My skin I won't regret. Most of my peers they do. Trying to appeal to them when they just wanna be like you. You define beauty, but you ain't never been taught that trait. As a result of that, I skin we subconsciously hate. We came a long way from slaves on a rocky slave ship, just to evolve the blonde hair and the surgical fit. To some this is a dream, I say reality. We once was kings and priests, now niggas all we see.
Pure gold, brother, you pure gold. Just let the royalty deep inside of you unfold, cause you are pure gold. Sister, you pure gold. See, there's a beauty deep down inside of you unknown, cause you are pure gold. Brother, you pure gold. Sister, you pure gold. Israel, we all gold. Yes, we are all gold. Pure, beautiful gold. Just let the royalty deep inside of you unfold, huh? My skin's black upon me, and that's just how it goes. Gotta purify your impurities to find your gold. My skin's black upon me, and that's just how it goes.
Go, 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 go.
My skin's black upon me, and that's just how it goes.
It's come to serve.
Gotta purify your impurities to find your gold. My skin's black upon me, and that's just how it goes.
It's come to serve.
Gotta purify your impurities to find your gold. My skin's black upon me, and that's just how it goes.
It's come to serve.
Gotta purify your impurities to find your gold. My skin's black upon me, and that's just how it goes.
It's come to serve.
So, all praises to the Most High. On today's topic, we going over, because we're going over sports today, man. We're going over, you know, the Negro's obsession with sports.
Total obsession.
And I think I'm a pretty good source that can break down this topic, because I've been in it my whole damn life until I woke the hell up.
That's right.
You know, so we're going to find out where these sports come from, what effect they're having on us, and what's going on with our men that are in the sports right now. Because these men that are in these sports, they've joined Babylon the Great, man. And the funny thing is, the majority of them have joined Babylon. Some of them know better. They know that these sports, they're just high-priced slaves, man.
That's right.
That's really what they are. When you are not allowed to speak your own damn mind 24/7, you are a high-priced slave, man. You know, it's ridiculous when a man can put something on his own social media and get on his off time and get fined $25,000.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's madness. I mean, you do not belong to you. You belong to that corporation, that high-priced corporation, man.
Because right now, some of y'all are engulfed in those NBA finals right now.
That's right.
What's that? Golden State and
Cleveland.
And Cleveland. Y'all are engulfed in that thing right now. You can't move. Look, brother got to go to the bathroom. He holding it until it's the commercial. he about to poop all on himself. Just because you don't want to miss a dunk, you don't want to miss a jump shot, you don't want to miss any kind of highlight. Our people are fixated and engulfed by these sports, man. And like the officer just brought out, many of us were in that world. Many of us were engulfed. We knew the stats. We knew what school they came from, their points per average per game.
Hey, officer, it was so bad. I'll be on the bus going to high school. I got the back of the Daily News looking at all the stats. I know all the rebounds, all the assists.
Then when you get to school, you argue with other brothers about who's better. Man. Who's better? Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson?
Yeah. Charles Barkley. What about Charles Barkley?
He can't hit a 3-pointer, but that Joe can get a rebound.
He averaged like 20 rebounds.
That was our daily discourse. Right. Meanwhile, that daily discourse was keeping us in the midst of sin.
Right.
So we're going to bring it out today. All praise to the Most High.
All right, let's go to First Maccabees. Let's start in First Maccabees. Let's go back to the history, because the history starts with the Greeks.
Right.
Like everything else, in chains, we got sports.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So let's start with the Greeks.
And you know what? For some of you, many of you can watch that movie, 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, yes.
When they was fighting on the master's ground. So yes, we were in chains and we were in these sport-like, warrior-like practices that many of us, even after slavery, we adopted them and continue to do them.
Right. Let's start at verse 10.
All right. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 10. This is the Greek captivity, and this is in the Apocrypha. First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus.
And there came out of them a wicked root. Out of who? It came out of the 4 generals when they split up Alexander the Greek's kingdom. Okay, Alexander the Greek conquered lands. Okay, and when he died of syphilis, because he was a homosexual, like the Greeks are, like the so-called white man is a freak and a homo. When that got split up, okay, there came out of those generals Antiochus Epiphanes.
And also in that movie Alexander, starring Colin Farrell, it shows you he was a homosexual.
Yes, it does.
Because he was sleeping with a young boy in that movie.
Yeah, but everybody just bypasses that.
Yeah. No, homosexuality is okay now.
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah, that was okay in the movie. Nobody. The media don't concentrate on him being a homosexual way back yonder. Okay. Go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome, and he reigned in 137 year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
Go ahead.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
See that? We've always had wicked Negroes around us, man. We've always had it. Okay? It says out of Israel came wicked men, sellout men. All right, a bunch of sellouts, man. The same thing you got today.
Your Jesse Jacksons.
Your Jesse's, your Al Sharptons, your Jamal Bryant's, your Christian pastors. It's the same thing. These are the same spirits on the earth today, man.
That's right.
These spirits are just remixes. That's all it is. It's the same spirits.
That gumbo pot gets stirred up, but it's the same spirit.
It's the same thing with a different setting. All right, go ahead.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
You see that? These men have to have been of some kind of nobility.
That's right.
Or some kind of upper echelon to be able to say and to be able to persuade men. Okay, that gift of gab. You sound good. You got good speeches. Okay? You got good speeches. You got, listen, good speeches. Go ahead.
Let me read that again. Saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them,
since we left the heathen,
we have had much sorrow.
See that? They want to join on to the heathen, man. That's why we're in the position we're in today, at the bottom. Because we joined the heathen, okay? We joined them in their sports. We joined them in their religions. We joined them in their dirty philosophies, their dirty science. Okay? We joined them in everything. That's why I always say, man, we're just dark-skinned versions of white people.
That's all it is.
That's what we are. That's what we become. Dark-skinned versions. Go ahead.
So this device pleased them well.
Go ahead.
Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
See that? Then we wanted to be like the heathen. Then we go into captivity for that.
That's right.
That's always because we joined the heathens.
That's always, man.
That's always the case with Israel. We can't be separate. The heathen got a king, we want a king.
No matter what captivity we're in, whether we're in Babylon, Assyria, Persian and Medes, Greek, Roman, or in America, the same spirits have resurfaced and want to do the same things. So let's go to Ezekiel chapter 20 real quick. Chapter 20 and verse 32. Oh, sorry, can you read that for me?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 20 and verse 32. And it says, I lifted up my hand unto them.
20 and 32.
20 and 32, excuse me. 32. And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all, that ye say, we will be as the heathen.
You see that? So we always want to be like the heathen no matter what captivity we're in. The Most High God put us in these captivities in order for us to learn our lesson, to repent and come back to Him. Not to be comfortable in that captivity and say, you know what, I kind of like it here. Let's stick around and do exactly as these other nations of people are doing. Come on.
As the families of the countries to serve wood and stone.
So in this time, it's going into us wanting to be idolatrous like the other nations. The other nations followed like the Egyptians, like the Africans, 365 gods.
Right.
They served a different god every year. They served a different god. Excuse me, not a different god, brothers. Y'all, you throwing me off. Not a different god. They served a different god every day. Every day was a different god. So we want to be like the families of the countries to do what? To be in idolatry. As we're reading in the time of the Greeks, we wanted to be like those heathens as well. In their customs. Today, like the officer just brought out, we are dark-skinned white people.
That's right.
We want to do their customs. You understand? It's not right if it ain't white.
That's right.
Negro peas.
Let's go back to the book of First Maccabees.
First Maccabees 1 and 13 again.
Start read 13 again. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
After the ordinances of the other nations, particularly the Greeks at this time. Go ahead.
Whereupon they built a place of exercise.
A place of exercise. Okay, a gymnasium. And we're going to get the meaning of that word gymnasium in a minute. All right, a place of exercise. We're going to see what those Greeks were doing in those gymnasiums. Go ahead. I got it. Go ahead.
At Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised.
You see that? If you're physically circumcised, how in the hell? Why does it say they made themselves uncircumcised?
That's right.
They make themselves uncircumcised by being abominable.
That's right.
Okay, you're doing abominable practices, meaning now you're uncircumcised in your heart, man. You're in the midst of sin.
That's right.
You're at the place of exercise with a grown man, butt naked, having competitions. The hell is that? You're abominable.
That's my personal trainer.
Yeah, that's my personal trainer. His rod swinging, your rod swinging. The hell is this? Go ahead.
And forsook the holy covenant.
And did what?
And forsook the holy covenant.
You see that? And we, the Israelites, forsook. We forgot God's covenant. We left the covenant. We left God's laws to do what? To join in Greece with their sports. Where we were dying in those sports. We're going to get that too. We were dying in those sports, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And were sold to do mischief.
And we were sold to do mischief. Wait a minute. On these NFL drafts, these NBA drafts, these baseball drafts, aren't we sold?
That's right.
We are drafted, chosen, elected, whatever you want to call it, man.
Hey.
They're picked. It's like a damn auction slave block up there.
If you ever in your life have watched the NBA draft, the NFL draft, you can't tell me that don't look like a slave auction block. Don't tell me it don't look like that, because the same way they used to bring us up on those podiums during the time of our shackled and chained slavery from the 1690s until the mid 1800s. What happened was we went up on these podiums and people would bid on us. Different masses from different plantations would put in their pitch, or cast lots in order to get those best slaves. It's the same thing when those young men go up on those podiums today. What's somebody's state? Golden State wants this player.
Right.
Oh, the Miami wants that player too. Right. Oh, this. So what do? They're into. So then what they did was to make it subtle, where it doesn't seem like it's slave auctions anymore. What they implemented was the what you call it? The draft number, draft pick, actual pick.
The clock on.
Yeah. So depending on what part of it, how you finished in the previous season determines this year's pick.
Right.
You see how crafty the devil is? He said, you know what, this looks too much like the slave auction blocks. Let's throw something in there. Let's just throw in the difference in the number of the pick. Let's do that. Let's throw them for a loop. This is madness.
That's right.
You got something else?
Yes, and if you guys think about it, they're examined all the way from Pee Wee League all the way up.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he runs this in the 40. He can squat this. This Negro, he's going to do good.
Right, and they got all types of Edomites from grade school.
That's right.
Following them,
coaxing them.
Right.
It's disgusting.
That's what they do. They coax them. They say, look, if you come to give me a big school.
USC.
If you come to USC, you can have this. But listen, we can't pay you formally, but we can tell you some of the benefits you're gonna have for coming to USC.
Right.
You'll never have to do your homework. You'll never have to worry about transportation, about money, about anything.
We got all the white women you want.
We got all the Becky snowflakes you want. All of them. And I remember, I'm gonna refer to a lot of movies today because I've seen a lot of movies in my time. You remember He Got Game? Was that He Got Game with Ray Allen?
Yes.
And he went to that college, and all the white women and all of the athletes in that movie or the players on the college team was telling Ray Allen, like, yo, look, you see all these white women over here? You can have anyone you want. They lend you their car. They do this.
Do your homework.
They do your homework for you, and you never have to worry about anything because they'll never say anything.
Right, and a lot of them brothers, they get beguiled by that. They get conditioned by that thing because everybody that's around you at that time are yes men and yes people to you.
Absolutely.
They're just pushing you through. They push you through the system to get to the NBA. They make all this money off of you in college where you don't get a dime of it.
Right.
You don't get a dime of that money. They make all this money off you, then push you to the NBA. That's ridiculous, man. They are exploiting you brothers, man. And we're gonna read today about where that comes from also.
That's right.
Alright? But I want to go back to the word, go back to verse 14.
Alright. The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen.
Now, they built a place of exercise. Alright, so the place of exercise is a gym or gymnasium. So we're gonna look up the word gymnasium. Let's see what the word says.
The word gymnasium is the Latinization of the Greek noun gymnasium. Gymnastic school in plural, bodily exercise, and generally school, which in turn is derived from the common Greek adjective meaning naked.
Meaning what, brother?
Meaning naked.
You hear that? Gymnasium, the root word of it is naked. Or there's more, right?
Yeah, we keep reading.
Go ahead.
It It says, by the way of related to the verb, gymnazo, whose meaning is to train naked.
Yeah, that, brothers and sisters. That's why you sports brothers are damn near butt naked.
Damn.
That's why on the cover of your Sports Illustrated, they had all the athletes naked. What's that, last year?
Oh yeah.
They had all the Serena Williams butt ass naked.
Yep.
Venus butt ass naked. They had Albert Pujols, grown ass man butt ass naked on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
It's crazy.
Nobody want to see that. Hell is this? Y'all are going back to the original spirit of the damn Greeks, man.
And here's the thing. That's showing that they know the origin of it.
Of course.
But the so-called black man, the so-called black woman are just happy to be gaining money from doing something they enjoy doing.
That's it.
Right.
We are so happy just to get a check to do something we claim to love, without ever doing any research about it, without ever figuring out, listen, this here is gonna cause me to forsake the Most High God. That's the difference.
Right.
The difference is, if it's something you're doing in your leisure time, right? If it's something you're doing in your leisure time, that's one thing. But when it's something that causes you to forsake the Most High God, that's a whole different ball game. Guess how? The brother officer just mentioned Serena Williams. Serena Williams plays tennis in pants, in shorts, which is breaking the law of Deuteronomy 22:5. That's forsaking the Most High God. These men run around patting each other on the butt, breaking the Lord's Sabbath, right? They do all of these customs forsaking the Most High God. You ever seen a football uniform with fringes on it?
No, sir.
With fringes and Have you ever seen the football uniform with fringes and a border of blue on it? Why? They forsake the Most High God.
And they breaking Deuteronomy 22:5 too.
They're breaking it too.
Little ass pants. All these big strong men in little ass pants, man.
Never got it. Hey, you know what? That's crazy. I mentioned that too. That place to be naked, wrestling.
Yes.
Little ass pants.
Yeah, absolutely. Your hand, when he started, your hand right above the man's rod.
Right.
Matter of fact, that that Olympic, not WWE, not that.
Greco-Roman.
Yeah, but the actual Roman wrestling that you do in high school and college and in Olympic competitions. Do you see the way they start off wrestling? One man crouched down behind the other.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. His hand is right above the man's rod.
But guess what? During the time of the Greeks, they were completely naked.
Yes, sir.
The ride Judah. Yeah. Righteous in my actions, no distractions, breaking scriptures down to a fraction. Sabbath day relaxing, on the streets blasting. Scriptures keep slashing while Christians keep dashing. Christ was a black man, but they hate me for my black skin. Thought you knew Christ, but you really in some madness. Your preacher teaching lies, he just hoping to cash in. Pastors making money off dummies, this is sadness. Pastors making money off dummies, giving them money, giving that dummy money. It's like jumping without the bungee, feeding them but you hungry. Following after comfy, following after science, and saying we come from monkeys. This is real talk. Tell me, can you see it? Everybody got a Bible, but nobody ever read it. They feed you all that bull, and you sit there and eat it. Oppression has got me heated. These heathens have got me heated. I'm battling all these demons. Pray I'm never defeated. Lucifer, I'm shooting you with bullets the size of Venus. Hot fire is what I'm breathing. I beat this track till it's bleeding. I'm all about the peace, but these haters just keep increasing. Whoa, go and sin to hate. I know what the scriptures say. Haters gon' disintegrate. The righteous gon' be here to stay. Lord, send blessings to the prophets. Prophecy keep on moving, you demons cannot stop it. Lyrical riot on the beat, my flow is like a mosh pit. Fringes on and I'm flyer than an angel in a cockpit. Nariah the young prophet, Nariah the liar slayer, killing your false doctrine. Lord, save me from my oppressor. I pray before I dress up. Please forgive me when I mess up, cause you know I mess up. Lord, We be teaching in the streets. Heathens try to stop us. Read so many scriptures to a Christian, I'm a problem. This is Babylon and Sodom. Slaves picking cotton. Slaves couldn't get paid, but the white man made a profit. This is Bible prophecy, but I bet you never read it. Deuteronomy 28, we under curses, can't you see it? The white man's in heaven, the black man's in hell. That's why they keep us in religion, to trap your brain in the cell. But I post bail, I free my mind from many lies. Preaching in the church, getting rich, I plenty ties. Corruption, I prophesy destruction when them scriptures bustin'. Most high I trust in you busters ain't bout nothing. Rise above the evil, rise above the evil. Fist up for my people, realizing that we ain't equal. Living in Babylon, this ain't ancient, but this the sequel. Oppression straight from the eagle represents Edom. Whoa, step correct to get checked, I'm at your neck with a needle full of knowledge, and I'm about to inject straight to your flesh. Speaking of flesh, I'm an Israelite, you can check the text. Yes, Lord save me from my oppressor, I pray before I dress up. Lord, please forgive me when I mess up, cause you know I mess up. Yeah, that's real.
Just the mere thought of that thing, man. Just the mere thought of that thing. It baffles me that our people still want to play a part in that thing. Well, let's keep reading.
Yeah, let's read on. Verse 15.
Verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant.
Okay, so they forsook the holy covenant when they came into these places of exercise, these places of naked exercise, gymnasiums, sports. Go ahead.
And joined themselves to the heathen.
See that? And today we join ourselves to the heathen, man. We join them in every which way possible.
Right.
You forsook the covenant, you forsook God's laws, you forsook God's holy word, the Bible, to join the damn heathen. That's why all the men have shaved faces. Yo, every last one, you got a naked face, man. Why all the men got naked face? Because you want to be like the Greeks. That's where you learned it from. Shaved heads and bald heads and a naked face, man, like a grown baby, man.
They tell you you're more photogenic, you're more attractive, you're less threatening.
You're more feminine. Yeah. That's what you are.
That's what it boils down to, bro. That's what it boils down to.
You're supposed to be a warrior. You men are warriors, but guess what? You're warriors for the damn heathen.
Right.
You're not warriors for the Most High God. You're warriors for the heathen, man.
And guess what? As you mentioned, warriors. Do you know how broken up these brothers get in football?
Yes, so I do.
I mean, their bodies are deteriorating at a rapid rate.
Right.
So yeah, so you're breaking down your body in order for payday, and you're breaking down your body, but it's for the so-called white man. It's for the so-called white man. All in all, it's for him. You're trying to please massa.
And we have brothers in our congregation that are in the NFL. So we know what the hell we're talking about. Those brothers are broken.
Yep.
Those brothers are broken, man. They go through all kinds of major surgery. They're in pain 3/4 of the year.
Yep.
For what? To smash up another brother.
Yep.
That's ridiculous, man. All for the money, all for the fame, all for the love of Esau.
Right.
All for the love of Esau.
All for Esau's glory in his stadium, his arenas. Go ahead.
And were sold to do mischief.
And we were sold to do mischief.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees,
12.
chapter 4, verse 12. For he built gladly a place of exercise.
Go ahead.
Under the tower itself.
This is talk about Jason. Okay, Jason was a high priest, but he got the high priest by being a sellout. He bought the high priesthood. Go ahead.
And brought the chief young men under the subjection and made them wear a hat.
And did what?
And made them wear a hat.
So now this is talk about sports.
Right.
But why does it say why would he make them wear a hat? Where does that come from?
Get out.
Let's read about the Greek god, because this is also going into a Greek god. See, the Bible is a true book. That's what we don't understand. We read about he wore a hat and we just think, you want to have, okay, so what? You gotta look, you gotta fill in the pieces, man.
That's right.
Okay, so we're gonna fill in the pieces. We have a book called the New Testament World in Pictures. So we're gonna read about this Greek god, about this hat. What kind of hat was it? Go ahead.
This is Hermes.
The Greek god Hermes. Go ahead.
Let me read the highlighted portion. He became the deity who guided travelers and logically dead souls to Hades.
To hell. Go ahead.
In full form, he is pictured with winged sandals.
With what?
Winged sandals.
Winged sandals.
Staff
in his hand.
And broad-rimmed traveler's hat.
And a broad-rimmed traveler's hat. It's the Greek god Hermes we're talking about. Okay, this goes into your fitted hats today.
That's it.
That's right.
Okay, you got your fitted, your Yankee fitted, you got your Knicks fitted or whatever. These are your fitted hats today. It's the same thing. This whole life is a remix.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Because guess what? In this time of second Maccabees, this is during the Greek captivity. So this is one of the gods that they worshipped. So it only makes sense that they're gonna emulate the God they worship and do the same things they designed that God to be among the men.
Exactly.
Because guess what? In sports, they make you feel superhuman.
Right.
They make you feel that you're godlike. Oh, no one can catch you. No one can jump higher than you. No one can hit the ball further than you. So what? You put on the apparel to feel that way because they gave you Hermes as a god to worship. So then what? You dress in his apparel, you start to feel godlike. Right. Not knowing.
That's right.
You are gods, man.
Right.
You don't need no daggone idol to tell you that or to dress in the apparel of an idol to make you feel that way. The Bible says that you are.
That's right.
That's right. Matter of fact, let's go into that. Let's go to the God that you Negroes worship and kill over.
Man, bring it out.
Hey, it is what it is.
They already know.
Your Greek God, your fervent lover, Nike.
Matter of fact, I saw after Sabbath last night, I saw a video of these two brothers robbing another brother and pulled a gun out on him to steal his Jordans while he was on the street walking from the sneaker store.
Yeah, that's disgusting as hell, man. But that's what you Negroes have become.
Yep.
In all your sports, you follow Michael Jordan, who hates Negroes.
No.
Jordan don't give a damn about you, but he's made billions of dollars off you in them stupid sneakers.
Man.
Okay, them stupid Nikes, right? Go ahead.
This is same book, New Testament World in Pictures, same book. This is Victoria, Greek Nike.
Greek who?
Nike.
All right, so we're gonna read about Nike. Go ahead.
The goddess guided gods and heroes to succeed in her exploits.
To exceed in her exploits. Okay, so this God guided those athletes to do what? To exceed and to have great exploits.
That's right.
Great feats and great achievements in sports.
Right.
To break world records.
Yeah.
I'm the scoring champion this year. I'm the rebound champion.
I'm the greatest in the shot put.
Yeah, I'm the I do it the furthest. I'm the best in discus. I threw it off the planet. Who gives a damn, man? Negro, you still in captivity.
That's right.
That's
okay, no matter how you cut the pie, okay, no matter how much money you get, how much money Esau gives you, you are still in captivity.
That's right. That's
okay?
Right. You cannot rise above your people.
You can't rise above your people.
At all.
Oprah Winfrey tried to do it, she failed. Jordan tried to do it, he failed. Barkley tries to do it, they failed.
That's right.
You are not above your people, man, and your people are in captivity.
Because guess what? They think because everybody knows them, let's say in Atlanta. Oh, I'm the man in Atlanta. They go to California, police pull you over and treat you like a regular nigga.
Right. Right.
This is still Babylon the Great. Babylon don't give a damn who you are. You understand? And they show you that time and time again when these sports figures, when they start breaking down or they do something bad in the media, look at the way they treat you now. They do something. Look at that football player, Peterson. What's his name?
Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson.
That beat his son.
Right.
They demonized that man after all of the great records he scored, touchdowns he scored. He's one of the greatest running backs.
Right.
Now he's just a regular nigga.
Now he's a regular nigga. Wait a minute, officer. He got suspended and lost millions of dollars for beating his son.
That's it.
Meanwhile, Toya Graham in Baltimore beat her son in front of the world on CNN all over the world, and she got meritorious manumission. She's a hero to white America.
Ain't got a job.
Ain't got a job.
Yep.
Huh? Funny how that works, huh?
I saw her son in some brand new Nikes too.
Now the boy got Nikes on.
Yeah, brand new.
They all clean now, huh?
Bright red. I ain't never seen red like that.
He got a fresh sole before his soul was leaning.
They made a special color red for him.
Man, it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting, but that's how we get done, man.
This is about Victoria Greek Nike. The army was especially devoted to her, as were emperors and athletes.
And who?
And athletes.
That's why all you Negroes want the Nike contracts. That's what all you Negroes want, man. Nike contracts. Go ahead.
It says, for obvious reasons, because like the officer was bringing out, these things make you feel superhuman.
Right.
When you watch some of those older movies, when they say "Let the gods be with you," like they used to bless the athletes, the gladiators before they went out about these certain gods that were specified in certain areas.
Right.
If you were going about trying to be married, they would bless you with one god. If you were going out in battle, they would bless you with another god.
Right.
And then you felt like, I could really accomplish this. Those are some motivational ass speeches right there.
Right.
Spirits.
But they were demonic spirits, exactly. But guess what? We were in those pens waiting to go out and fight, and we watched those white gladiators getting blessed by this God. And when they go out and win, they come back with the victory. We were in awe.
Yeah.
Oh man, there must be a Greek God that was with him.
Right.
That's what we forget. That's what we went into about the customs of the heathen. We sat there and watched. If they triumphed, we felt that their God was real.
Right.
We forsook the Most High God. We forsook him and took on their God. Let me read that part about Nike again. It says the army was especially devoted to her, as were emperors and athletes for obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons, go ahead.
But others who sought victory. In other endeavors, such as craftsmanship or beauty, also worshipped her.
Yeah, that? Yeah, that's crazy, man. Let's go to Zephaniah 2:1.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go to Zephaniah 2:1. Alright, we're going to get to the root of the matter. Because the root of the matter, as it stands right now, is you joined Babylon the Great by his sports, his religions, his philosophies, his schooling, his education system. You've been retaught. You've been retaught and mistaught in this land. Alright, go ahead.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So the Bible says for you that nation that's not desired, that's the Israelites, you blacks and Hispanics, okay? But you cannot gather together in these sports.
That's right.
You cannot do that. You have joined them in their sports. And the only reason they let you in those sports is to exploit you.
That's it.
So we're going to read another book. We're going to get some more history.
Yeah.
We have 40 million slaves.
He was cutting it short.
Yeah, I was cutting it short. This is a bad book right here by William Roden. Okay? So we're going to read about what happened before integration. Okay? Read that highlight right there.
This is the book, $40 Million Slaves, page 6. When segregation became the law of the land, power meant creating our own institution.
You hear what the book says? This is a brother, he's a sports writer for the New York Times. This brother knows what he's talking about. So when we were,
so they don't hire a nigga Tyrone off the corner to
no, they do not.
One of the most forefront leading newspapers in the country.
Yes, sir. The New York Times. This man writes for the New York Times.
So he must be kind of educated.
Yeah, yes, he's educated.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Read from the top again. It says, when segregation became the law of the land.
When segregation was the law of the land. When the white man pushed you Negroes to yourselves, by yourselves. When he wanted you separate and away from him. Go ahead.
Power meant creating our own institutions.
We created our own institutions. We created all kinds of black colleges before the civil rights era with Martin Luther King.
That's right.
And since Martin Luther King, we haven't created a damn thing.
Like Rube Foster's Negro League.
Like what?
Rube Foster's Negro League.
You see that? When we was alone to ourselves, we built the Negro Leagues. One man, Rube Foster, built the Negro Leagues. Negro baseball. That was destroyed because what? One Negro got sent. One wicked man wanted to join the Heathen.
That's right.
And let the floodgates in.
Damn.
Jackie Robinson.
What is this we're reading? We're reading that nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. We read in 1 Maccabees 1 and 11.
That's right.
Wicked men wanted to join the Heathen.
That's right.
He didn't want to help build Black America. He didn't want to help build that. Because around your sports, you had communities around your sports. You had businesses around your sports.
That's right.
But guess what? Now that Jackie Robinson helped destroy your sports, what happened to all your businesses? What happened to your hotels, your restaurants,
your bus lines?
Your bus lines.
Gone.
We're gonna read about that too. Go ahead.
Which created economies around sport and allowed for the development of unequally black athletic style.
Yeah, that an unequal black athletic style. That's why we got soul, man. We got soul. Esau ain't got no damn soul.
Development of uniquely black athletic style.
Unique black athletic style. That's why we came up with the dunk, the alley-oop,
windmills
and all that. Ain't no white man came up with that. But guess who gets paid off for that?
Yeah.
The so-called white man.
You ever watch those old sports clips? Like, sometimes when I was in sports, they used to show like a 1945 basketball game.
Yes.
Where it was all white people. That was boring as hell.
It was boring as hell. Nobody want to see that nonsense, man.
It boring.
It wasn't until the ABA with Julius Erving doing windmill dunks, back dunks and all of that, alley-oops. You know what I'm saying? We came with stock. Even in baseball with Willie Mays, making all of them crazy catches and them kind of things. Hank Aaron breaking Babe Ruth's records.
So wait a minute. Does that mean that those sports didn't have any flavor?
Them sports had no flavor until we came and touched down in it. That's in that book too.
That's right.
Okay? Before we came in there, don't Edomites they're all robotic, man. They got no damn style. They're robotic. They move like they're stationary robots. They're not athletes as us.
Right. They're programmed.
They're programmed. They don't have the style of the so-called black men. They don't, like it says in Genesis 25, man. 2 manner of people shall be separated. We're not the same people. We don't have the same spirit.
Let me show you something real quick. Let me get Matthew 5 and 13. I just want that first line. Let's show you that, because these sports, they were around in while we were here in slavery. Many of them were created post-slavery. When they started allowing us to play, it brought a different demographic. It brought a different feel to the sport. It became exciting. Prior to that, like I said, when you watch some old clips, usually on the on the sports
I'll
channel.
put that in the video too.
On the sports channel, it was just these tall, lanky dudes just running, looking robotic, and they would shoot. They would shoot and pray that it goes in, because there was like no form, no nothing. But guess what? When these people, when we assimilated into their heathen customs, there was something that we brought to it. And let's read about it.
Now, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 13.
Come on.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
Now, I want you to think about that. What does salt do? Let's say you have a steak or you have some chicken. You throw it on the grill, or you throw it in the pan to fry it, whatever you're gonna do. Just imagine it without any flavor. It's still a steak. It still has a taste. But it doesn't have that thing where you're gonna be like, matter of fact, let's go, when you go out to a restaurant with your family, you order your food, you want a certain taste about it. If that food isn't tasty, I can't see you going back to that restaurant. You're not gonna go back because it didn't taste right. It wasn't flavored right. Right? Read that again.
Matthew 5:13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
Because guess what? Prior to the Israelites going into these customs, it was bland as hell. Because we are the salt of the earth. We give this earth its flavor.
That's right.
Every walk of life you think of. When we step in the arena, it's a whole new ballgame.
That's right.
When we step into sports, it's a whole new ballgame. When we step into music, whole new ballgame.
Right.
Every arena that in this captivity we're allowed to go in, we far exceed their expectations.
Right.
So now, but they had to make this is the conundrum that the so-called white man was in. They were able to not only get the support of white America in their sports, but now the greater population, which was the Negro, would now support their business because they've allowed one of their people in.
That's it.
Right.
Y'all understand the marketing scheme on that thing? Because the masses of the people now feel like we've all made it. Oh, they let Jackie Robinson play baseball? We're all gonna now start supporting the white man's baseball
Exactly.
league
Right.
and forget about the Negro league.
Right.
Because the white man, who we look at as Jesus, allowed one of us to play. So now all of us are going to stop supporting our own and support that one man.
Right.
It makes no damn sense. Our people are backwards as hell. But guess what? The Bible says we're the reason that these people are able to thrive in this land. Because guess what? We're their servants. So therefore, because we're their servants, they're going to prosper. They are prospering because you are the salt of the earth. America could not be built the way it is if it were not.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.